Imagine waking up one morning to headlines screaming that housing prices are plummeting, painting a picture of doom and gloom for today's housing market. It's enough to make any potential home seller's heart skip a beat or dash the hopes of a wannabe homebuyer who's waiting for the right time to buy. But what if everything you've heard isn't the whole story? Today, we're going to uncover the truth behind those alarming headlines and why there's more room for optimism than you think. Despite the roller coaster of news reports, the facts show that in 2023, home prices didn't plummet, but actually experienced positive growth. Sure, the market had its ups and downs, but these fluctuations were not the norm, but rather the exception. Now, for a little context, the housing market is not quite as unpredictable as it may seem. There's a rhythm to it, a pattern of ebbs and flows that's known as seasonality. Spring bursts onto the scene as peak home buying season with summer right on its coattails. Yet, as autumn leaves begin to fall, so does the intensity of the housing market. And with it, the pace of price growth slows down as well. This graph gives us a clear view of how the market's seasonal nature plays out year after year. And when we overlay the data of 2023, what we discover is both fascinating and reassuring. As we approach the later months of the year, the data reveals that the price appreciation trends in 2023 snugly fit into the long-standing patterns observed over the past decades. But the headlines? They zoom in on just 2 points that deviate from this long-standing pattern, not telling you that these are just normal, expected blips in the rhythm of the market. But here's the thing. Last year wasn't just any other year. It was the year the market began to find its way back to more traditional patterns of price growth after the unprecedented frenzy of the pandemic years. The expectation for the coming months is that home prices will continue their upward trajectory. With mortgage rates finding their footing and the demand for buyers heating up, all signs point to a market where prices will continue to rise, albeit on a more normal scale, and those prices are going to be buoyed by the ever-present issue of low housing supply. So before you let those headlines send you into a spiral of worry, remember this. The overall housing trend paints a picture of growth, not decline. Have questions about navigating this market and how it relates to your specific situation of buying or selling property? Let's connect. Drop a comment below or connect with me directly because I'm happy to help. Because what we know is that headlines don't always tell the whole truth. And would it shock you to know that home buying is actually going to get easier? I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.